One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mustangs will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Buys a little time. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Hale. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch at the 15. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Big maybe.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mustangs offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He almost broke that when they finally get him stopped, but let's see if he had a little help. There's a penalty marker down. So the nice punt return is negated by an illegal block in the back. They'll send the back in motion. Gonna run it. It's Price. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Leads it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. He's going to run it to the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the
quarterback's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
14, SMU, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Return is settled down at the 11. And your SMU Mustangs will take over.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The give to the tailback. finds a little bit of space, he'll get 3 out to the 15.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Got it in the middle, it's Knight. Breaks the tackle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
To the air on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching pass. And he strides it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth, and already inside a minute to go in the first. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Williams. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Price. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads it left. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Sends it back in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll line up for a second down play. Grab behind the line. It's Knight. There he goes. The 40. Past the 30. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Leaves it with the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Hale. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. They'll move the wide receiver. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Running it to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. Breaks into the open. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Tide. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job in getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Lost to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Knight. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space. And it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gives it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Johnson looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. On the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody
gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Holding. Offense.
That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Mustangs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground and try to pick up the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Hale. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Using his legs, it's Harden. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Knight. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a crease. It's Green. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab near the sticks, it's Lewis. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Extending the play. Got his man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Bama! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. To the air, it's Hawkins. looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for room. It's Riley. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Russell. That's caught, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hale. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown Tide. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's nice. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To throw, it's Hawkins. Quick strike complete. Pulled down for the tackle.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got enough for the 1st down. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Russell. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 5 over Oklahoma State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do